It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Weston escaping the pressure right. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now a third down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete. Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown! Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And that's incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on her. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter play. 6-0 our score after 1. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Browns at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
York able to send this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Weston. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Weston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Weston throwing the out route incomplete. It's Simmons. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It was pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Watson's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 22. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Chubb to try to run it in, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he finds Austin complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. McManus now for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Watson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have